What's good, everybody? Welcome in to the Early Edge, your daily sports betting brand of record. We are powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not even close. I'm your boy, the coach, and I got to tell you, there's going to be great days and there's going to be bad days, and I need you all to understand as we educate and entertain that when you have great 3 or 4 days, there's going to be regression. Yesterday, not a horrible day, but let's look at the entire week, 56 and 33 from Monday through Sunday. That's an amazing week for anybody. So let's give a tip of the cap to ourselves and all of you at home that follow us, all of you in the chat already ready to go this morning, all fired up. I needed that. The crew needs that. Sometimes when you're here 7 days a week, every single day since December 7th, 2020, there are days where you need a little pick-me-up. Today is one of those days, so thank you for that. Let's bring in the stars of the show because we never stop grinding. Now, we have one resident Colorado Avalanche fan amongst our crew. So, first and foremost this morning, Alabama. Congratulations. You got it done. Your team got it done. How do you feel this morning, my dear?
Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I mean, I don't think I've ever remembered a Colorado Avalanche win because the last one was 2001. So I'm pretty happy about it.
Were you even born the last time? Were you?
Yeah, I was born in 99.
Oh, okay. Oh, my bad.
I was like 2, so.
She was 2, she says, the last time. All right. That made me feel really, really old. Next, live from Las Vegas, Nevada, ladies and gentlemen, Zack, Zack Cimini. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is scorching here in Vegas this early morning. It's 87 degrees right now. In Phoenix, it's just 80 degrees, so you can feel it. But next week, 1 week from now, is July 4th, one of my favorite holidays. I'm ready for it, but let's have a good Monday with the bets.
I am ready for it, too. By the way, anybody that's going to be at the Kenny Chesney concert at Arrowhead Stadium on Saturday night, come up and say hello. We'll be on vacation next week as well. Can't wait for that. And Dan and Shay as well. All right, let's get into it. Before I say hello to the MG, to the OG, to the N to the G, Larry Hartstein. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. I like the hat you're wearing because that plays well into a pick I'm going to give out later on the show.
Well, this morning it was more out of my son plays for the Angels. He's like, Dad, can you wear my team's hat this morning on the show? I said, okay, son. Yesterday was my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday, Kiana. So, you gotta make it even for all the kids. You know how it goes. All right, let's get into it. Storylines could affect the betting lines today. And I got to tell you, it's never too early to look at a future, especially when the Colorado Avalanche just won last night. Allie, start us off. Oh, no. Oh, whoa. We actually have to come up with a new name for that, too. And I'll work on it. Allie, please start again. We got you now. Okay,
so I know that Caesars, they opened up their Stanley Cup odds a few weeks ago, and now we kind of have them solidified, especially with the Avs winning last night. We saw them open up at plus 450, and I know I got them actually earlier this season for plus 500, so it's kind of interesting to see their opening line for next season be a little bit lower than even midway through this season when they won. I think the Panthers and Tampa Bay are definitely, obviously, 2 contenders, but seeing Tampa Bay last night kind of makes me wonder, are they actually going to go through, or did they get through on luck these 3 years in a row? But there's definitely a lot of teams here that I think very interesting for value, but I would probably wait till we see kind of where trades go and everything.
All right, we'll wait till afterwards. We'll keep an eye on you. As always, follow her on social media. She stays on top of it all the time. But I think you bring up a very, very good point. Asking a team to go through to the Stanley Cup finals 4 years in a row, that's going to be a very, very difficult ask for any team, let alone the Tampa Bay Lightning. Allie, thank you very much. Now, I love it when I have Zack Attack on the show because he always finds a different angle for things and not just your normal bet coming straight down the interstate. And tonight and this morning, more of the same. Zack, what do you got?
Yeah, primetime baseball, Sunday night going into Monday. It's always tricky for teams. The LA Dodgers, they had this scenario one other time earlier this year where they played the Chicago Cubs May 8th. May 9th, they went and traveled to Pittsburgh. They were minus 230 favorites, and they lost. So we saw that extra inning game last night against the Atlanta Braves. Now they're going to travel to face a division opponent in the Colorado Rockies. Once again, a steep favorite, minus 190 last time I checked. We'll see how they perform tonight, Coach.
I know. I'm almost feeling like the Rockies on the run line maybe tonight. And I haven't even looked at the number, but it feels that way, right? Give me an extra run. I'm good. Zach, thank you very much. Now, there also are always teams that you just blanketly look at their record, and the average bettor who doesn't want to dive a little deeper will go, oh, we can't bet on that team because their record is A and B. Not necessarily the case. Maestro, you're up.
Yeah, Coach, I posted this question on Twitter on Friday, and I said, who's the 5th most profitable team in baseball? Well, now I need to upgrade that. The 3rd most profitable team in baseball is the Orioles, plus nearly 10 units. They got it done, plus 160, plus 180 twice this weekend. In fact, they've covered 5 straight run lines as underdogs. They're 6 games under 500, but only the Yankees and the Mets are more profitable in all of baseball. Why? Well, they have a great bullpen, 3rd best in baseball. They've got young talent, Hayes, Mountcastle, other guys emerging. They have a new catcher who has turned things around, a hot prospect. So, I mean, they play in the AL East, so they're always going to be overlooked. Hopefully, there's still some value on this team moving forward because, I mean, this team is live pretty much every day.
I'm loving it. And maybe it's just because, Maestro, that we do a betting show every single day, but they're a team that I go to when I just want to watch a fun team and keep track of the scores. So I love this storyline this morning. And the Pirates are another team that I feel are like the Orioles a little bit. A lot of good young players that are fun to watch. All right, great storylines from all 3 of you. Now, we have grown so big here. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. It helps us grow. But we got to pay some of those pesky little bills. So before we get to our plays for the day and a brand new week, let's hear from one of our incredible partners. And we are back. All right. Now, if you're not a SportsLine member, I tell you all the time, what are you doing? There's never been a better time than right here, right now. Give us a shot before football gets here, because after football gets here, we're going 100 miles an hour. All right? So one big play from SportsLine today. We're going to go Rafa Nadal to win Wimbledon. It starts today. Now, this is a very, very odd year. There's no world ranking points. All of the Russians weren't allowed to play, so it changes the odds. So Novak Djokovic, he's a heavy favorite, can't play him. Rafa Nadal on the other side of the draw, he's at plus 700, not a bad number. He has some injuries, he's not great on grass, but if you're one pick somebody with a little bit of value, let's go with Rafa Nadal, plus 700. That pick, by the way, from our man Sean Calvert. You can get all of his tennis picks at SportsLine for one very, very low price of $10 a month. All right, now, just because hockey is over does not mean that this young lady ever loses her focus. You've seen her all over the place lately, hanging out with the all-star shortstops in New York and also going to St. Louis with her pick today. Alabama. Start us off. What do you got?
Okay, so today I'm going to take the Cardinals on the money line at minus 130. I think we have honestly a really great pitching matchup here with Pablo Lopez and Adam Wainwright. And I know both of them faced these teams earlier this season and did very well. Pablo Lopez went like 7 innings with no runs, and then Adam Wainwright went 5 with only 1 run. So I think that's kind of going to be the equalizer, but I think that bullpen is really where it's going to come through. I know the Cardinals, they had a little bit of a bullpen game yesterday, but they still have that much better bullpen than Miami. And the fact that they're at home, I think that their offense is really going to give Lopez a tough time. I think Wainwright, he has had his last few starts where he's been a little bit iffy there, but I think today is going to be a really good bounce back spot for him just because he has done very well against the Marlins. So I'm going to take the Cardinals today.
And guess what, Allie? I have a feeling, it's just a gut feeling, that somebody else has confidence in your pick too, and we'll get to that in a second. So thank you, Cardinals. Money line minus 130, our second play of the day. Now, you've already heard his storyline for today. Now, he's gone a little deeper, as he always does, and I love when we get a prop bet on the morning show, because usually that is reserved for our early edge in 5, which is today at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Join us there. But Zach, I love this play for a guy that when he plays at home, seems like he's on base all the time. Talk to me.
Yes, Coach. We're going to go with Charlie Blackmon of the Colorado Rockies over 1.5 total bases prop here, plus 105. So I'm going to keep it simple here with Charlie Blackmon. You know, the pitcher for the Dodgers today is Tyler Anderson. That's a pitcher that Blackmon is very familiar with. He's been with the Colorado Rockies since 2011. Tyler Anderson pitched there from 2016 to 2019. And the Dodgers bullpen, we know, is struggling right now with some injuries, and they did pitch through 11 innings yesterday in that win over the Atlanta Braves. Another caveat for Blackmon, he has hit 12 home runs on the year. He just hit the 12th one yesterday. Every single other time he has followed that up with a good performance. He's had a hit each of the following games. A bunch of those have been multi-hit games. I like Charlie Blackmon over 1.5 total bases. You can play him minus 155 to get a single, but I do think he gets over 1.5 total bases, plus 105.
Educate and entertain. Did you hear what the man just said? 12 home runs the next game on base. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I love Zack Attack. Damn, I love Zack Attack. Now, comedian Mr. 937 in the chat says, I think I watch the early edge more than I watch regular TV at this point. I don't blame you. We're the best, not just show. We're the best betting show, the best any show, the best reality show. We're just the best. And we're going to continue to get better because we don't just relax in the summer. We keep it going. So I believe it's my turn. Now, I'll be the first one to admit that maybe after a 15-1 run over the weekend, my daughter's birthday, maybe I got a little fat and happy. Maybe I didn't concentrate as much as I should have. So I'm currently on a 16-4 run. Still great, but I'm not happy about it. So I had to refocus this morning. I had to get up extra early, 4 a.m. I was up. Were you? Here are my two plays. I'm going to go 2 overs today. Red Sox, Blue Jays over 9. Now, the Sims at SportsLine, if you're not a member, you wouldn't know this. If you are, then you do. Sails this over 10. Blue Jays yesterday, I wanted to play them to the over. I told you on the show live, and there was 11 runs in the first 2 innings. Boy, I was not happy. I will not make that mistake again today. We'll sail to the over minus 117. Then, last week, these two teams played twice. 11 runs, 21 runs. Twins, Guardians in Cleveland, over 8, minus 108. Initially, you look at the pitching matchup, you go, but these two teams score against each other. It's just the way it is. Now, Maestro, there's a couple people. Apparently, you are the new tennis aficionado, apparently. So
I'm going to stop you right there, Coach, because I'm not coming on here pretending to be any kind of an expert. I enjoy it. I love the sweat, but I am relying on people who are much smarter than me to make my tennis plays.
So you do not have a take on Alcaraz, minus 240 Alcatraz, and Isner minus 165 live. You would not have a take on that then?
I would not.
Oh, okay. Well,
Mikey might. If he wasn't on break, he might have a take.
All right, Pinto, we tried for you. But I, too, am not going to try to give you any takes on a live sweat at minus 265. Yes, Maestro.
But I will say that we are in the process of beefing up the tennis coverage on SportsLine. It continues to get more and more popular. It's a great sweat because you can obviously bet it all day with all the tournaments in Europe. So look for that, in my friend, the Venezuelan, to possibly be making an appearance.
It's almost like the show. I watch a lot of trash TV. I love trash TV. When you go, the Venezuelan, whenever you call somebody by a country, I always find that funny. I just do. So the Venezuelan may or may not show up on the show.
The only reason I do it, just for now, we're just keeping him a little bit low profile, a little anonymous. Yeah, he's got a different occupation.
I understand. We did the same thing with Alex a year and a half ago. Prop stars, remember? Now look at him. He's a superstar for us. So I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. All right. By the way, for those of you who don't know, if you think we're sitting around all day not making plans, you are sorely and sadly mistaken. The stuff we have coming down the pike for you at home, you're not even going to believe it. It is so great, and it's so much fun, and it's going to be more for you. But in the meantime, we've got to do the day in and the day out business, which is what helped us grow to this point. So you know that over the course of the last 19 months that the last spot on the show is coveted. It is named after this man. And just because he's not a tennis expert, he is an expert for us. Maestro, the floor is yours.
Well, let's start with the White Sox and Angels. I'm going to look over 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings, only minus 105 on FanDuel. It's Lucas Giolito. This guy is in real trouble this season. The velocity is there, but the movement, the location, the hard hit rate is way up. 27 earned runs over his last 5 innings. Going up against Syndergaard, 5.31 ERA in his last 4 starts. I have a pick on the side, and I posted that on SportsLine, but I do love this total. Somebody I really respect, an MLB insider type guy, tells me that he thinks Giolito is pitching hurt. So let's go over 4.5 in the first 5. And then back to Wimbledon. This is a play from my friend. We're looking at Allison van Ointvank. I hope I pronounced that correctly. The Belgian against Emma Raducanu. Now, she's a British player who made the final 16 last year, and yet she's a serious underdog. Why? Because she played 2 weeks ago. She had to retire due to injury, so she hasn't had any good prep for Wimbledon. And the Belgian is very good on grass, 12-2 on grass this season, a very strong slice, a very strong serve. I laid minus 142 on FanDuel, which I posted last night on Twitter. I'm seeing it at minus 175 on other books. Again, my friend is playing it only up to minus 160. I'm riding with him.
Oh my God, this is so funny to me. I got it at minus 179, full transparency. So I lost 37 cents because I didn't get it in fast enough. I would encourage all of you to get it in right now because, as you all know, people watch the show and they change the lines. They won't admit it, but that's just the way it is because we run this business, or we help to run it. I don't want to disrespect a lot of people that I do respect in this space. All right. Maestro, you are too much with your damn Venezuelan and your tennis. I think you're going to reveal yourself as the Venezuelan when it all comes. That's what I really believe. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap, courtesy of the jeweler on the 1s and the 2s. Maestro, today we've got a Wimbledon play, and then we have a over in a first 5 White Sox Angels play as well. Then Allie, Bam, we're on the Cardinals. By the way, Allie, somebody in the chat wanted to challenge you to a showdown, and they wanted the Marlins, and you take the Cardinals. Do you have any interest in that whatsoever?
I mean, I don't like 100% love the Cardinals, but if they want to do it, I'll showdown them.
All right, so Mike, I believe it's Michael Jeweler. We're going to have to find out who that was. I think it was Michael that wanted to challenge Allie. That's kind of her low-key, savage way of saying, if you really want to pay me $100, she's cool with it, but you may want to think twice about that. So we'll find the person. Allie's in for the showdown. This may be your first capper versus fan showdown. Is it, Allie? Is this the first time you've done this? Okay. Don't worry. The water's warm. We've got you. We've got you. All right. Allie's in a showdown. I love it. Then Zack attack. Charlie Blackmon over 1.5. For some reason, Zack, nobody is challenging you to a showdown for this play. I can't quite figure that one out. All right. Cash with the coach today. I'm right back at it. I'm refocused after a 16-4 week. Slate's clean. I'm not looking back. We're only looking forward. Red Sox, Blue Jays over 9. Twins, Guardians over 8, minus 108. Then one play from the site. Rafa Nadal, a little futures play. Just a little sprinkle, plus 700 to win Wimbledon. He just won for the 49th time at the French Open. Now, jeweler, show your face. I want to see that face. That's the face of a man who made a top 20 pick and watched him finish one shot out of the cashing of the ticket. That's why I hate props and golf so much. Good morning, jeweler.
Good morning. That was brutal. I was still steaming over that this morning, but you know what put a smile on my face, Coach, was you mentioning that you're going to a Kenny Chesney concert. And I swear the other week, Kenny Chesney was playing at Bank of America Stadium. My wife and I were out on the town. We hop on the local light rail, see a bunch of cowboy hats and denim shorts. And the idea that, maybe someone in Kansas City is going to hop on their local transportation, see Coach in a big cowboy hat heading off to a Kenny Chesney concert absolutely warms my heart. So you know what we're going to do, Coach? We're going to pay for some Kenny Chesney tickets with the jewelers.
Let's do it.
At plus 254, we're going to tail Allie on the Cardinals money line. They're 11-1 as home favorites this season. That's plus 763. Let's hope that trend continues. And also, like Maestro has been saying, the White Sox are presenting wonderful opportunities to fade them between Giolito and Johnny Cueto I mean, you just have every opportunity you can to go against them. So we're going to take the Angels on the first 5 minus half a run to get it done. We're hoping all 5 of those runs from Maestro's play come from the Angels.
I do too. Hold, don't go anywhere yet, by the way. I forgot to tout this because I could not be, and I know you're going to have the number, prouder of Johnny Bowman, AB, and Jake Feltner, who's never been on the show before, but hopefully in the future he will be. How good did they do in college baseball? Nobody else is picking college baseball. We did. How good did we do?
I think Bowman alone added 22 units through the college baseball playoffs. And then
22 units. Okay.
AB was about plus 17 and Fettner was plus 25.
Oh, plus 25. So, that's pretty good, Maestro, correct? That's good in this
They
space?
all crushed it.
There you go. There's not
AB also crushed with the Ole Miss Jello shots too. I think that's where the eye came from, but you didn't hear it from me.
Are you getting a little FOMO this morning too, though, Jeweler? Because I saw a picture from the bosses, and they're having all of the big bosses in Nashville today. I will not be there, and I feel like you and I needed to be represented. And Maestro, are you going to be at the big meeting today?
I am not. I was just down in Fort Lauderdale last week, so I'm back at home today.
Okay. All right. I feel like there's something going on that we don't know about because none of the Early Edge crew, except AB, is invited to these meetings. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I'll check my email. I'll check the spam folder. It's probably got caught up in there.
That's where it's at. It's all of ours are in the spam folder. All right. Thank you, Jeweler. Now, don't forget, today, Early Edge in 5 at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So one of you in the chat said the extra shows are money. Well, we do it because you guys asked for it. If you ask for it, we're going to do our very best to give it to you. Now, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. This is Monday. Last week doesn't matter. Plus 23 units doesn't matter. It's all about today. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these new week tickets straight to the pay window for my entire crew. Love them all. Congrats to Alabama. Abs getting it done. Zack Attack finding something that never would we find. The Maestro always coming through. And the Jeweler on the ones and the twos, always as our executive producer running the brand. I am the coach. I don't care the day. I don't care the sport. I don't care the time. We will be here. Let's do it together at the Early Edge. Good luck.